Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a book that I want to take with me on a holiday. We're going on holiday for a week and the last time I only brought one. I read it quite fast and I regretted not taking any more with me because there was literally no Wi-Fi. Now I'm pretty sure it's going to be Wi-Fi at this place, but on a holiday is actually where I get most of my reading done because it's going to be a long train journey there and back, and we're going to be nights without Wi-Fi in the actual caravan, and there's only going to be Wi-Fi at the complex, and that's why I turned to books. So here are the top 4 books I'm planning to take with me on holiday. I might change a little bit or whatever, but I'm going in a week and let's just get through this list. First of all is Are You Ready by Amanda Harty. I want to take this on holiday with me because I'm actually currently reading it right now. I'm not enjoying it too much. The writing of this is really bad. Like, I feel like I could have written this a few years ago, honestly. And I'm not egotistical at all whatsoever. I know my writing isn't the best or whatever rubbish, but I feel like it's the way it's written. Like, I could have written this, and this is about 30-year-olds. So I'm not really enjoying it so far, but I am reading it, and I want to get it done because I know that it's bad, and I shouldn't really be reading books that I don't enjoy or feel like I won't enjoy. But I want to get another book read off my bookshelf because I did buy this, I put it on my shelf, even though when I bought it, I didn't even want to buy it anyway. So, hit myself in the head. But I just want to get this, I want to get this read, so I'm going to be taking this on holiday with me because I'm so sure that I won't have this finished by the time I do leave for holiday, which is in a week, because I'm really not enjoying it. I'm on page 80, and this book is about 4 characters who have all just basically turned 30 or are 30 or whatever, or are going through different stages in their lives and are kind of realising it's time to grow up, it's time to make changes. One is unsure if she's ready for marriage. One is she's followed her dreams and changed her jobs and finally got a job of her dreams, but it hasn't been a big mistake. One is still living at home and he's very carefree and very much doesn't want to hide any responsibilities. He hasn't got the greatest jobs, but he chose that. But is it time for him to grow up? And one is wondering, will she always be single? Will she ever find someone? So that's the first book. Let's go. Second is Lessons in Laughing Out Loud by Rowan Coleman. I've been really into kind of contemporary lately. I've been wanting to read more of it, but I don't really have that much contemporary myself now. I feel like, well, I kind of do, but the contemporary I do have is about like adults, and I don't know if it's YA or what other kind of book this is, but it is about adults, and I don't really want to read about adults. I want to kind of read more of a teenager kind of things. I don't know why, but I've been more for like light-hearted books recently. But I've kind of run out of like teenager, kind of high schooly, not like a high school cliche books, but just about teenager books. These are kind of more about adults, so I'm not really in the mood for that, but I'm kind of thinking, well, what are contemporary, what are about adults? Like, you know, let's just give it a try and pick up. I bought this book because it reminded me of Fangirl, and I just loved Fangirl so much because it's about twins, and I think they used to be so close, but because of one secret, it kind of means where adult paths go very separately, different ways or something like that. I'm not really too sure what this is about, but it has twins in it. Hopefully I enjoy that on a holiday. I don't think I have any like holiday stories on my shelf. Actually, I do have this. Actually, one second. Maybe I should add to my list. This story is actually about 4 friends who go on a well-needed holiday, and it sounds very scandalous and very good. Like I was in, like it looks ugly and really horrible, but I was on to it at the library and it actually sounded good. And I have been wanting to kind of read this. It's about like we go to city in South in a cottage. In South Wales, but it sounds more interesting than that. I think this girl's trying to work with her husband. I think I'm going to be so hard now. Actually, the writing's so big. Like, this looks like such a big book, but the writing is absolutely huge. So maybe, look at this, maybe I'll get it done quicker than I think. Next is It Girl, created by Cecilia Bonziaxer. I don't know if I've pronounced it right. And she created the Gossip Girl series. If I knew this was a kind of spin-off from Gossip Girl, I would never have bought it in the first place. But at the time, I was like 2 years ago I bought this, I was interested in reading it. But now I'm not. This is kind of like a boarding school story about this girl, Jenny Humphrey. I was like, Jenny Humphrey? Like Gossip Girl? But I didn't kind of make the connection that she actually wrote Gossip Girl. She has plans for reinventing herself and being popular or some kind of crap. Her gorgeous roommates are not going to just let her walk in and let that happen. And this sounds very kind of cliche to me now. And very like, I don't like boarding school. I really don't know why, but I really don't want to read about boarding school right now. Like, I feel like that's too like too teenager for me, like too cliche and down for me for some reason. I don't want to read that. It seems like a very like light read that looks short. The writing isn't too big or whatever that I can get done on holiday, so that's why I'm kind of bringing it. And the last book I want to bring is The Jewels of Manhattan by Cameron Reed. This is about these girls who steal diamonds and like sell them or something. It's kind of like an adult contemporary kind of book, but at the same time it kind of reminds me of a book like I Heart like New York, I Heart London, I Heart like Paris, or whatever Vegas kind of books. I don't know if they're by Louise Renison, maybe, I don't know. No, she wrote like the Georgia Nicholson, no, Georgia whatever books. Anyway, I'll put my name here, but this kind of reminds me of that. Do We Have to Steal Your Dream or Can We Resist Temptation? So it seems like a very like fun kind of like adult books, like new adults get into kind of trouble. As you can tell, I'm not super excited to actually read like any one of these books. It's so hard right now not to go online and buy books and then just read them and forget about these books. So that's what I always do whenever I kind of run out of good books on my shelf that I like on my shelf. I always like buy new books and then read them. And then these older books that I bought, and while at the time I bought these books, like say I bought this book, I actually did want to read it, but I've left it too long and I don't read it. I should actually just get on with it, because I know what I actually want when I get into the books. I actually will like it, because when I get into books, you know, I generally do end up liking it. Usually, some books I don't like, but you know, yeah, usually. So yeah, these are books I want to read. I'm not too excited to read any of them. I think this will be interesting. This will be interesting. And I'm already reading this, and let's see how far I get into this book. But yeah, guys, I know 5 books is a lot, and it's only 7 days. But you can never run out of books, and it was probably a book that I'll put down and not bring, because I know this is a bit much. But these are the books I'm kind of planning to, like, some of these books when on holiday or whatever. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And when you go on holiday, how many books do you bring? Do you tend to read a lot? Like, I feel like on holiday that's where I get my most reading on. Definitely, I love reading on holiday. And you know, what kind of books do you read on holiday? Let me know about them below. And I hope you subscribe to this channel to see more book videos from me where I can. I do have a main channel where I post one video every single week, and I try to do a video on books at least once a month. So if you do like my content here, I hope you go and check out that channel. Will be linked down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye!